What's up, brothers? Hope everybody's doing well out there. Out here taking my evening walk. It's a nice cool night to come out here and shoot the shit with you guys. So in tonight's video, we're going to talk about what really turns women on. Now, I'm going to try to be as transparent and open and honest as I possibly can in this video, because I want you guys to know why I know this and how I know this, to help give you a deeper understanding, because most guys out there get this totally wrong, and they pay the price for it, with disappointment after disappointment. They think they've met one that things are going to work out with, and then boom, she's gone. Well, it's sad, but it happens, right? And I want to tell you that it doesn't matter if you consider yourself an alpha male or a beta male, or what's the other one, a sigma. You could be a bad boy in a relationship with a nice girl, or you could be a nice guy in the relationship with, a more slutty type of girl. But the same rules apply. Regardless of what the dynamic is of your relationship, or what type of situation you're in, or what you look like, or what color you are, what age you are, the same rules apply. And that never changes, so you got to keep that in mind. Now let's get into the video, the topic. So, we all know women don't love it when you chase them. But most guys don't know that women don't love it when you love them. Alright? Women only love it when you leave them. Alright, so we're going to get right into it. That's the topic of the video. The cat is out of the bag. Now, what do I mean by this? Because if you don't understand what I mean by this, you're going to do it all wrong. Because there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are telling you to ignore women. They're basically telling you, like, add them on social media and don't like any of their posts. Or, just do stupid shit, ignoring them. And they're telling you that that's going to create attraction. That's going to turn them on. It doesn't work like that. Now, also, I'm not one of those guys that tells you, what's the saying? What do they say? Don't shit where you eat. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to tell you to avoid women in the workplace. I'm not going to tell you to avoid women in the gym. I'm not going to tell you to avoid, women at the church or the whatever grocery store you go to. Look, if you're avoiding women at all these places, where are you going to meet them at? That'd be like a father telling his son, his high school age son, now don't be dating girls from school. Where else is he supposed to meet them at? Let's keep it real. They say don't shit where you eat. Well, if your game is shit, then I agree. But if your game is good, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to use an example from my own life, all right? So, me, I'm a guy that likes to go to the gym. I could also use examples from jobs that I've had in the past. I could use examples from high school. I could use examples from, just about any aspect of my life. Anyways, but I'm going to use the gym because I'm a gym guy. That's my biggest hobby. I love working out. I love lifting weights. I love lifting heavy weights. That's what I've always done. It's what I've always liked to do. Now, a lot of times, I'll meet women at the gym. Like I said, I'm not afraid to talk to women in places where other guys say it's inappropriate, or, you shouldn't do it, or don't shit where you eat. I do it. I don't care. And a lot of times, we'll get into conversations. By the way, I just skip over the cold approach and get straight to the conversation. That's what I recommend you should do as well. So we'll get to conversating, and as time passes, as a few days pass, we'll get to working out together. We'll start to, we'll be workout buddies, or something of that nature. And then something will happen, because it always does, and I won't be in the mood to work out with her. right? I'll snap back to my old self because I'm a very independent person, and I'll start to think, I need to pump some iron. I need to get my head in the game. I need to clear my mind out. So I really need to start pumping iron by myself, or maybe with the fellas. But that means, for the time being, I can't be talking to her, can't be all over her, can't be wasting my workout with her. All right? And what happens is, when I come in and do that, she'll be standing there across the gym looking at me like, what's going on? Like, aren't you gonna work out with me today? And it'll annoy the fucking shit out of me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be like, damn it, you don't own me. I do what I want to do, and I do what I'm gonna do. So I'll continue doing what the fuck I want to do. And even though it would have only been like one fucking day that I was just working out by myself, now I'm annoyed, so I'm gonna go the whole week. And as days go on, sometimes there's situations where I haven't even given the girl my phone number, anything like that, but she knows my name or some shit like that, so she's stalking me on Facebook and shit. And then, next thing I know, they're so turned on by this that they're like begging me to come over on a fucking Saturday evening or some shit like that, just to smash really quick, just to get it in really quick. And that's just one example. I've had this happen in every aspect of my life, every setting that you can imagine. And that's basically how it works. Most guys think women are hardwired to chase after men who are there for them. Men who are readily available. Women are turned on by men who, first of all, they're attracted to, that have a little bit of a mouthpiece and can communicate like a normal human being. And once you get them to that stage where you're communicating with them like a normal human being, you have to display some sort of independence, right? You have to let them know, like, look, this is who I am, this is what I do, and I got to get back to doing that. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. Now, you can display this behavior however you want to. If you want to be an alpha male, do it like an alpha male. If you're a beta male, do it like a beta male. If you're a Christian, do it like a Christian. Go tell her, I'm pursuing God, not you. But really, there's no difference between an alpha male and a beta male. The rules don't change. The only difference is that an alpha male pursues sex mostly. He's running around chasing women for sex. And a beta male pursues emotional attachments, long-term emotional attachments. So he's running around chasing girls, trying to get them to commit to him. That's the only difference, but the same rules apply. If you want an emotional attachment with a woman, when you leave her, it's going to make her miss you, and that's going to trigger her emotionalism. She's going to rationalize it with emotionalism, and she's going to try to figure out, how she can get you to commit to her. And same thing, if you're an alpha male just trying to smash, you might be chasing her, you want to fuck her, you're all on her. Look at me, I'm this big bad fucking alpha, and I'm spitting this game, and I got a mouthpiece, and I know how to seduce you. But at some point, if you really want to turn her on, you just gotta say, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go elsewhere, I'm gonna leave your ass. And that's when she'll think about it, think about her decision. She'll start missing you, feeling like she missed her opportunity. And that's how you stimulate turning a woman on. Now, I guess I should explain to you a little more in depth how I understand this and why I understand this. Because, it's kind of a strange, tricky situation. Like I said, I'm an independent guy. And I've looked into attachment styles. I think I have a little bit of an avoidant attachment style. So when I'm in relationships with girls, I almost call them women, but even if they're like 30-something, they're still girls. But, I'm avoidant. I'm like, trying to do my own thing all the time. That's just the way I am. I'll be watching a movie with a girl, and she'll be trying to jerk me off and shit, and I'm like, wait till the movie's over. We got time. It's just the way that I am. But when you display, it's not necessarily, I shouldn't put it like that, because a lot of dating coaches try to tell you that you need to display high value or display independence. It's not about what you display. It's about what you actually mean and what you actually stand on and who you actually are. Because, it's the equivalent to no contact. Right? A lot of guys will say, well, if you want to get a girl back, go no contact. And I understand what they're saying when they say that, but the truth is, no contact by itself doesn't get a woman back. Ignoring a woman by itself doesn't get a woman back. But actually having it in you, having the balls, and having the independence to move on. To move on without her. Life goes on without her. To have that mindset, that is what turns women on. So if you had an ex-girlfriend who you were pursuing like hell, maybe you had a good relationship with her, but things went south for some reason, and then you started to over pursue, and some dating coach said, well, go no contact, that's how you're going to get her back. So you go no contact, and then you're wondering, why isn't she coming back? She's not coming back because she knows damn well, because women can intuitively figure this out. She knows you haven't moved on. She knows you still have a soft spot for her. And that soft spot is drying her up. But when you move on, and I should say the quicker you move on, that's when she's going to get wet. That's what's going to make her wet. That's what's going to turn her on. So, hope this helps you guys out. And I know it's backwards, isn't it? It is fucking ass backwards. Doesn't make any sense. That's not the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to show a girl that you love her. Supposed to just have a good and healthy relationship. Stress-free. Things are just supposed to work out. But it doesn't work out that way. Women are wired the way they are, not the way you want them to be. And understanding this will give you a nice, long, stress-free life. Women will no longer stress you out. When you realize all that you have to do to turn them on and keep them satisfied is just live your fucking life. Don't let them rule your life. Instead, do your own thing. Let them chase you and let them look up to you. Because when you're chasing a woman, you're signaling to her that she is your God, that she is your everything, that you need her. But when you leave a woman, you're signaling just the opposite, that she needs you. That you are her God. I don't mean to put it like that. Christ is God. Christ is King. But you get what I'm saying. I'm telling you what it is, not what it should be. I've seen this hold true many, many times in my life. Too many times for me to go against it. And likewise, there's been other situations where I've met girls that, you know, by all means, by normal standards, she was below me in sexual market value. You know, way below me in sexual market value. But when she would act out of line or do some bullshit, because she was below me, I would let her get away with it because I was like, you know, whatever reason, it was like just thought, because it's like I felt bad for her or whatever, so it's like, I'm gonna let her get away with this shit. You let that shit happen one time, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. It turns them on less and less and less. You know, so in any given situation, whether you're the beta, whether you're the nice guy, she's the bad girl, you're the bad boy and she's the nice girl, whether you're both sluts, whatever, you know, it's still the same rules that apply. And that never changes. And that rule is, women are turned on by men who aren't afraid to up and leave them. And furthermore, men that do leave them whenever they want. Now, sure, at some point in a relationship, you'll reach a stage where none of that really matters, right? You've got a committed relationship, you know, a healthy relationship. You're past all of those stages. But even in that situation, she still has to know that you're strong enough and you're grounded enough and independent enough to do whatever it is you want to do in life. And she's not going to be able to stop you. That's a masculine trait. You know, show me one professional athlete or celebrity or, you know, rapper or whatever that sucks with women. And there's a reason why they're good with women, because they're committed to their craft. Whatever it is they do, they're in different cities, different countries every other night. And women are just, they're so drawn to that because these guys just go wherever they want and do whatever they want. So women worship them. You know, if you're a regular guy out there, you can get that same effect as long as you do it right. You know, because there's a lot of guys out there that are fucking high value. They make a lot of money. They're good looking. Maybe they're physically strong. You know, but in the eyes of women, they're unattractive because they just don't have that. They don't have that ability to walk away, that ability to leave a woman. So women still view them as weak. Anytime you start to see shit go south, anytime a woman is behaving poorly, you know, she's doing things that are going against the grain with you, that is the perfect opportunity for you to make her fucking wet by walking away from her ass, leaving her right there. Don't think in your mind, well, if she's not with me, she's going to be with some other guy, or if I'm not fucking her, somebody else is going to be fucking her. Who cares? Doesn't fucking matter. What matters, I shouldn't say this is what matters, but in this context, what matters is who she wants to fuck. So if you walk away from her ass, even if she does get with some other dude, he's a placeholder because you're the one that she wants to fuck. Alright guys, we've been going on for more than 20 minutes, but hope this video was somewhat informative. I'm almost back to the car, so I got to bounce. Peace.
To the window, to the wall, until the sweat drops down my balls, until all you bitches crawl. Oh, skeet, skeet, goddamn.